Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Mike Brennan from the National Hurricane Center. We're live here on day 3 of the Hurricane Awareness Tour. We're here in Jackson, Mississippi, and we're actually inside a WC-130J Hurricane Hunter aircraft from the Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunters. We've got a couple folks with us who are going to talk to us a little bit about how we gather data in the storms and then how that data gets to the forecasters. I have Lieutenant Colonel Toby Baker from the Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunters 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron. So, Toby, thanks for joining us today. Can you tell the folks watching a little bit about what kind of data this aircraft collects and how you go about bringing it to the forecasters?
Okay, well, welcome on the plane. This is my office. I'm actually one of the weather officers, as he's mentioned. So think of this as like a large observational platform. As we're flying through the storm, we're collecting all kinds of information from the aircraft itself, along with other instruments we drop out the bottom called dropsondes. We take all this information, gather it together, create a lot of data sets that we have, and send it all the way to the National Hurricane Center via satellite communications. They take that and turn it into all the different things you see on televisions for your watches and warnings.
Yeah, thanks, Toby. So how long can the aircraft stay inside the storm?
Normally a mission is about 10 to 12 hours long. We try to keep it around 4 to 6 hours in the storm for safety purposes.
Yeah. Thanks, Toby. I've got Dr. Stephanie Stevenson here from the National Hurricane Center's Technology and Science Branch. She's one of our development meteorologists in the office. And Stephanie, I guess I'll ask you, so all this important data is coming off the Hurricane Hunter aircraft. How does that get to the forecasters at the Hurricane Center?
So good question. As Toby said, a lot of the data comes back via satellite to the National Hurricane Center. Then we support the data flow getting into our systems that we use to display that. We also work on developing how to actually look at that data and how to visualize it for the forecasters to use it better in their analysis.
Yeah, and the forecasters aren't just looking at aircraft data, they're looking at data from satellite, and radar, and all sorts of other observations. So how does that get to the forecasters at NHC?
Yeah, we have lots of data. Satellite data comes back to us the same way through satellites. We have model data as well that comes to the forecasters. So we really support the data flow of everything they need to analyze and forecast these systems.
Yeah, and it's important for the forecasters to be able to view all this data in one place and sort of look at it all together to make the best sense of what the storm's currently doing in terms of its location, its intensity and structure, and then make that forecast. So thanks for joining us today. Thanks to Toby and Stephanie for giving us an overview of the importance of the aircraft data and how it gets to the forecasters. So we'll be in Tallahassee, Florida tomorrow for day 4 of the Hat, and we'll talk to you